Hi, my name's Sean O'Sullivan. I'm 22 years old and I'm a harness racing driver. I've started driving when I was 18 years old. Been in the industry a long time though, probably since I was born. I think the first thing I saw was a horse, first memory. But yeah, I've been in the industry a while. I did the pony trots when I was younger, coming through school, and I had to graduate from high school first before I started driving horses. That was mum's rule. Yeah, did year 12 and then started driving. So my family has a long line history of harness racing. Most success was my dad, and he's a big inspiration for me. He's won a lot of good races. He's the Inter-Dominion New Zealand Cup and the Trotters Championship here. And yeah, he's had a lot of good horses back in the 80s and early 90s, and you know, I would like to in future hopefully win a few races like he's done.
But at the moment it's Lightning Blue in front from Paleface Bubbles. Skipperdale is wider out, but Lightning Blue's won the Inter-Dominion Grand Final.
My sister Shannon, she's doing harness racing as well, and she's doing really good. She's also a big inspiration for me. She's a real hard worker. Yeah, we're very competitive sometimes in the races. When we're going against each other, we like to beat each other. But we're also, you know, not shy of giving each other advice, and we're a bit more related than what we do now. And my other sister Tracy, she used to drive back in the late 80s, early 90s. She gave that away, but you know, she had a lot of success. So my whole family's been in harness racing, and they've all driven horses. My first winner was a horse called Really Under Fire, a horse that my dad trained and I owned. And I remember we won at Geelong, and I led and won in that race, rated it pretty good, and I think I won by 5 metres or something like that. And it was such a good feeling crossing the line first. I didn't expect to get a winner. I think it was my 20th drive that I got my first winner, so I was pretty happy with that.
But Really Under Fire, it's been beautifully rated here by Sean O'Sullivan, and Really Under Fire comes down to the line, and Sean gives the old Persuader a bit of a wave over the line from Safe Under Fire second.
The career highlight was surprisingly not my first winner, but my second winner, only because my first winner I led and won, and then I was like, you know, people probably thought, you know, you can't come from the back and win again. But my second winner was a horse called Dan Man, a horse that I owned. And I remember it was at Melton, and I drew the back of the field, came from last from the 800 and rounded the field up and won by 14 metres. It was just, yeah, it was such a special moment for me. I had a pretty rough start when I first started driving horses, and it was just so special for me to you know, it wasn't a fluke, my first winner. You know, it was something really special, and I hope, you know, a lot more winners to come. But yeah.
But it's Dan Man nicely out in front with 100 left to travel. Sport Dreamer can't get to it. In fact, Dan Man's pulling away now, and Dan Man goes on for a good win. Dan Man first by about 12 metres.
A week in the life of me. Usually on a Sunday, I call the trials at Maryborough. So I wake up pretty early to go and call them. Sometimes I drive in the trials, but most of the time I call the trials. And on a Monday, usually at Garrards, or first thing in the morning, I help Dad, then go to the Garrards in the afternoon and help Mum out. I just started working with Jess Tubbs and Greg Sugars, and I do that 3 days a week. So I do the Tuesday, the Wednesday and the Thursday with them. And in between that, they're going to the races and driving horses. And then, you know, the Friday, the work at Garrards, and, you know, maybe get the Saturday off if I'm lucky. So I've got a few goals in my life. One goal that I would like to achieve, hopefully this season, is get 50 winners done. I got 13 winners last season, but I know that I can do better than that, and hopefully I can get 50 winners for the season this year, and hopefully drive in the Young Gun Series at the end of the year, during the new year. That's one goal I have, and probably drive a Group 1 or 2. It'll probably be a while till I'll be able to drive a Group 1, but that's a real big goal of mine. I know Dad's driven a few nice races, and an Inter-Dominion or New Zealand Cup would be, out of the world for me to be able to win. New Zealand Cup, it's a 2-mile race, true stayers race, and it's a hard race to win for an Australian, and Dad's lucky enough to win it. And if I'm able to hopefully have a horse good enough to go over that race and go against the Kiwis, that'll be amazing, and hopefully win the race. So that's a few of my goals, and be a trainer driver once I've either finished up my junior claim, and get a nice team, maybe 25 horses or so, have a nice farm and that, and be in the industry for a long while. So yeah.